Muharemovic ci prova di testa dalla piccola area. Murato, che occasione sprecata per il Sassuolo. Loriente ci prova, ma c'è parata di Pagliari. Incredibile, salva tutto il Torino. Zapata di nuovo pericoloso. Incredibile azione in velocità del Torino. Fallo di Vidas Gineitis. Ma cosa sta succedendo qui al 90°? La tensione si taglia col coltello in campo. Corner per il Sassuolo, ultima speranza per pareggiare. L'ultima palla, ragazzi. Sì, colpo di testa sulla traversa, incredibile. Gineitis si prova da fuori, ciabatta.
Vediamo questo ultimo cambio nelle file del Torino. Entra Ilkan per Prati. Un tentativo di Juric per dare freschezza e consolidare il centrocampo in questi istanti cruciali della partita.
E attenzione! Mano di Koulibaly! Il pallone colpisce il braccio, l'arbitro è lì vicino, fischia! Che succede adesso?
Ed ecco un cambio nel Torino. Un'ultima mossa disperata per cercare il pareggio. Zapata entra per Ngie. La squadra prova a dare un'ultima scossa.
C'è fallo! Fallo di Boss! Ferma tutto il direttore di gara! Fallo duro! Cartellino giallo per Nkunku! Il Torino resta in 10! Luca Maria Nuzzi! C'è Grinta, recupera palla nella propria metà campo! Un brivido lungo la schiena dei tifosi del Toro!
Un cambio importante per il Sassuolo. Entra Domenico Berardi al posto di Volpato. Il numero 10 è l'uomo della speranza per i neroverdi in questo finale concitatissimo.
Corner per il Sassuolo! Berardi sul pallone, Lazzaro, che ingenuità! Il momento è decisivo! Pinamonti, occasion per il Sassuolo, dal cuore dell'area! Fallo su Nkunku, brutto intervento! Simeon, colpo di testa, occasione d'oro, palla altissima, ancora un tentativo, il Sassuolo trema. Peterson ci prova, un tiro dalla distanza. Itis ci prova da sinistra. Cavolo, che occasione per il Torino! Il pallone si alza sopra la traversa. E qui fallo netto, giallo per Thorstvedt, un intervento duro, spezza il gioco. Corner per il Torino, ultimo affondo, palla dentro. Fallo di Prati, ferma tutto, palla al Torino, ultimi secondi. my goodness, what a start! Liverpool Montevideo have scored in the opening minute. The net ripples and the stadium erupts.
Indeed, John. Wanderers are struggling to find that incisive pass through the middle, and Liverpool's midfield pivot is doing a fantastic job of cutting off those central avenues for now. Indeed, John. Wanderers seem to be favoring that right flank early on, trying to stretch Liverpool's defense. We'll see if they persist with that approach.
A bit cagey, isn't it? Both sides feeling each other out, probing for any early weakness.
Indeed, John. You can see Liverpool are keen to deny Wanderers any easy progression, forcing them into longer passes which are easily intercepted at the moment.
They're probing, aren't they? Just trying to find a little bit of space down that right flank.
Indeed, John. Wanderers are trying to build from the back, but Liverpool are pressing intelligently, cutting off the passing lanes effectively so far.
Bit cagey so far, isn't it, Mike? Both sides looking to assert themselves without giving anything away. A little bit of a feel-out period, isn't it? Both sides looking to establish some rhythm early doors.
They're feeling each other out, John, trying to establish some territorial dominance. You can see Liverpool Montevideo looking to build from the back, while Wanderers are pressing them a little higher up the pitch. You're absolutely right, John. Wanderers are trying to build from the back, but Liverpool are pressing effectively, forcing them wide. We're seeing some interesting positional play from their midfield general, trying to unlock that defensive shape.
Not much to report, is there? Both sides feeling each other out early doors. Haven't really established any real dominance yet. awful lot to report just yet, is there? Both sides feeling each other out. Early possession for Liverpool Montevideo. They're probing, trying to find a way through this compact Wanderers midfield. Just trying to get a foothold here, aren't they? Both sides probing. Just trying to feel each other out here, aren't they? Wanderers looking a bit more composed in that final third so far.
You can see Wanderers probing, trying to find space down the flanks, while Liverpool are holding a solid shape, denying them easy progression through the middle.
A bit cagey out there, isn't it? Wanderers trying to force it down the left, Liverpool just soaking it up.
Indeed, John. Liverpool are probing, trying to find a pocket of space, but Wanderers are pressing well, denying them easy forward passes. They're certainly trying to build from the back, John, seeing if they can draw Liverpool's midfield out of shape and create some space in behind.
They're shifting shape a little here, aren't they? Wanderers look to be overloading that left flank, trying to drag Liverpool out of position.
Indeed, John. It's fascinating how Wanderers are overloading the left flank. Yet Liverpool's right back is so disciplined, almost negating the entire attacking channel with his positioning.
Just a little bit of probing from Wanderers. Not much cutting edge yet.
It's a fascinating tactical battle, John. Wanderers are flooding the midfield, really making it difficult for Liverpool to find those pockets of space between the lines. Indeed, John. Liverpool are so compact, forcing Wanderers wide. Notice how their midfield trio are almost glued together, stifling any central progression for the home side.
Still feeling each other out here, Mike. Not much happening in those final thirds just yet, is there?
Indeed, John. You can see Wanderers are looking to build from the back, trying to draw Liverpool Montevideo out of their shape with those patient passes.
Still finding their feet here, aren't they? A lot of probing, not much penetration. Not a lot to report here, is there? Just a bit of passing about in midfield, no real penetration yet.
They are, John. Liverpool are patiently building from the deep, trying to draw Wanderers out with that neat passing. Absolutely, John. You can see Wanderers trying to build through their midfield, looking for that diagonal ball, while Liverpool are compact, denying space centrally.
It's been a bit of a chess match so far, hasn't it? Both sides feeling each other out, nobody wanting to make that early mistake. A bit cagey so far, wouldn't you say, Mike? Neither side wanting to give too much away.
They're trying to be patient, John, building from the back. Liverpool are well drilled defensively, closing down space quickly and forcing them wide.
Just a bit of a cagey start here, isn't it? Wanderers trying to probe, Liverpool looking solid though.
They are, and you see the discipline from Liverpool's double pivot. They're cutting off those passing lanes beautifully, forcing Wanderers to recycle possession.
Still a bit cagey out there, Mike. Neither side really imposing themselves just yet, are they? Bit cagey out there, isn't it, Mike? Both sides feeling each other out, looks like. Not much to report here, is there? Wanderers are just passing it around at the back, almost as if they're waiting for something to happen.
Indeed, John. They're encouraging Wanderers into their half, looking to exploit any space that opens up with a quick transition. They are, John, and you can see Liverpool Montevideo are very organized defensively, keeping their shape well, forcing Wanderers wide. They're certainly being patient, John, letting Liverpool Montevideo dictate the tempo a little more in these early stages, perhaps looking to exploit spaces on the counter.
This midfield battle is really heating up, isn't it? Wanderers are trying to force it wide, but Liverpool's shape is just so compact at the moment. Bit of head tennis out there now, isn't it? Nobody quite winning the midfield battle.
They are, John. Liverpool have set up their press quite high, forcing Wanderers into those longer passes, which aren't really finding their targets just yet.
Just a bit of a cagey opening here, isn't it? Both sides feeling each other out, trying to find that early spark.
Indeed, John. You're seeing Liverpool Montevideo trying to stretch Wanderers down the flanks, but Wanderers are holding their shape well, keeping it compact in the center.
Minutes gone, still goalless. Wanderers keeping it nicely, but Liverpool are compact, aren't they? Not a great deal of sparkle on show yet, is there? Wanderers keeping it tidy at the back, but Liverpool are looking a little hesitant to commit men forward.
Absolutely, John. Wanderers are looking to exploit those pockets of space between Liverpool's midfield and defense, but Liverpool's shape is holding firm for now. Absolutely, John. Wanderers seem to be enjoying a spell of possession down the right flank, trying to stretch Liverpool's defense with quick interplay between their winger and attacking midfielder.
their way into this one, aren't they? Liverpool look to be probing down the left, but Wanderers are holding their shape well.
You're right, John. Wanderers are trying to stretch Liverpool's defense down the flanks, but the visitors' shape is holding firm for now. They're being a little too predictable down the flanks. John and Liverpool Montevideo are closing the space down effectively. Their defensive shape is really compact at the moment. Indeed, John. Liverpool are looking to overload the left flank with Rivero, while Wanderers are keeping their shape defensively, looking for that quick transition when the opportunity arises.
This Wanderers midfield looks a bit like a lost cause at the moment, Mike. Not quite clicking, is it? .24 minutes gone. Still goalless. Liverpool are looking to build from the back, but Wanderers are pressing high, cutting out those easy passes. Not a whole lot happening out there, is it? Both teams feeling each other out a bit too much.
You can see the shape though, John. Liverpool are very compact defensively, forcing Wanderers wide, and it's the full-backs for Wanderers who are being asked the questions. Wanderers are trying to build from the back, but Liverpool are pressing with real intent, forcing those long balls.
You know, Mike, Wanderers are probing, but Liverpool Montevideo are just so compact. It's like a well-drilled unit out there, isn't it? Just feels like both sides are feeling each other out, Mike. A lot of sideways passes, not much penetration yet. Still goalless here, Mike, but Liverpool are certainly probing, aren't they? Looking for that little opening. A bit of a lull, isn't it? Both sides probing without really committing. They're probing, aren't they? Just passing it across the back line, trying to unlock something. Feels a little cagey for this stage. Minutes gone, Mike, and still no breakthrough. Liverpool are trying to build from the back, but Wanderers are pressing them effectively. This Wanderers midfield seems determined to keep it tight, Mike. Not much joy for Liverpool Montevideo breaking through those lines just yet. Just a bit of a lull, isn't it, Mike? Wanderers are trying to force it wide, but Liverpool are holding their shape well.
They are indeed. Wanderers are trying to stretch Liverpool's defense wide, looking for those dangerous diagonal balls into the box.
Not much to report here, is there? Feels like they're just passing it sideways, waiting for something to happen.
You see that switch in play from Wanderers? They're trying to exploit the space on the left flank, but Liverpool are shifting across well to cover it.
Just a bit of head tennis out there at the moment, Mike. Neither side really committing numbers forward, are they? It's a bit of a chess match out there, isn't it? Both sides probing, but nobody really committing that killer pass just yet.
You're right, John. Wanderers seem content to recycle possession, looking for that diagonal ball, while Liverpool Montevideo are holding their shape defensively, a very compact unit. They are, John, looking to draw Liverpool out and exploit any space that opens up in midfield. But Liverpool's shape is holding firm at the moment.
dominant first half from Cruzeiro, Mike. They've controlled possession beautifully, really pinning America back. Just need to see if they can maintain that intensity after the break.
They've been so disciplined, John. America Mineiro are struggling to find any real penetration, constantly being forced wide by Cruzeiro's compact midfield shape. Indeed, John. America Mineiro have struggled to find any real rhythm in possession, often losing the ball in their own half when trying to build.
Just feels like they've got America pinned back, doesn't it? Little bit too comfortable at times. The hosts.
They're struggling to connect through the midfield, John. Cruzeiro are pressing effectively, leaving those wide players isolated and unable to build any meaningful attacks. They are, John. Cruzeiro seem content to keep it tight at the back now, while America are probing, looking for any sort of opening through the midfield.
You can feel the tension building here, Mike. Cruzeiro are just probing, waiting for that opening. Just ticking over now, aren't they? Feels like we're just waiting for the whistle to go.
Indeed, John. America are shifting their midfield shape slightly, trying to exploit those wider channels we've seen them favor in the last 10 minutes.
Not a lot happening out there, is there? Just passing it around the back, waiting for something to happen.
They've really controlled the tempo, John. America are struggling to find any clear attacking lanes, and Cruzeiro's midfield shape is just stifling them beautifully. They're certainly managing this lead well, John. You can see the defensive shape is holding firm, denying America any space between the lines. They've certainly been probing down the flanks, John, and their midfield shape is allowing them to recycle possession well. It's just about finding that incisive pass now. They're trying to force it down the wings, John. But Cruzeiro's fullbacks are very well positioned, cutting off those passing lanes effectively.
end of the first half. Cruzeiro 2-0 America Mineiro. W. You'd expect America to come out with a bit more zip, wouldn't you? Cruzeiro have got this midfield on lock right now. Not a lot happening out there, is it, Mike? Just a bit of a midfield chess match at the moment.
Cruzeiro are happy to let America probe, you see? They're quite content to sit in their shape and wait for the opportunity to spring a counter.
They're just probing, aren't they, Mike? No real urgency from either side at the moment. Just passing it around. Still a bit of head scratching out there, isn't it? Cruzeiro looking comfortable, but America just can't find that killer pass. Let's inject some urgency here. This midfield battle is a bit too cagey for my liking.
They're looking to stretch Cruzeiro wide, trying to isolate their fullbacks, but the pressing from the home side has been excellent, cutting off those passing lanes very effectively.
Just a little bit of probing from Cruzeiro here, trying to unlock that America defense. They've got the lead, but not comfortably settled. A bit cagey this start to the second half, isn't it? Just a few sideways passes from both sides.
Crucial though, John, this phase of play. America are trying to force a switch of play, looking for that quick transition, while Cruzeiro are very compact, denying them any space out wide. They are, John, and you can see the America midfield pushing up slightly, trying to force a turnover in a dangerous area.
Bit of a lull here, Mike. Just watching them recycle possession, aren't they? Waiting for that spark. Oh Oh my word! 3-Nile Cruzeiro! They've absolutely ripped the net! What a hit!
They're looking to draw America Mineiro out a little, John. See if they can find those pockets of space in between the lines for their wingers.
You can see Cruzeiro just probing, really trying to find that opening. America Mineiro are so well drilled defensively at the moment, though.
They are, John. You can see them trying to deny space in behind, really compacting that midfield to prevent any quick transitions for the home side.
This is a bit stop-start, isn't it? America trying to find some rhythm, but Cruzeiro's press is just suffocating them.
They are, John, and notice how Cruzeiro are overloading the right flank when they win it back. It's a clear tactical ploy to isolate their midfield. They're certainly trying to draw America Mineiro out of their shell, John, looking to exploit those wide channels with swift transitions once possession is regained in advanced areas.
America trying to find some joy down the left flank here. But Cruzeiro's defensive shape is just so compact, isn't it? They're not giving them an inch. You get the sense Cruzeiro are just looking to manage this now, aren't they? A little bit of possession here there.
They're certainly struggling to build from the back, John. The midfield is being bypassed effectively, leaving their forwards isolated. It's interesting to see how Cruzeiro are content to let America have a bit of possession out wide, almost inviting them into areas where they can then spring that quick transition. They are, John. You see how they're deliberately widening the play here, stretching the America defense and looking for those channels between their center backs. They are indeed, John. You can see the shape they're holding. Very compact defensively when they lose it. And then those quick transitions are the key to their success today. Cruzeiro seemed content to keep possession in midfield, waiting for an opening. America Mineiro are holding a disciplined shape, though. Yes! And you can see America Mineiro trying to adjust their defensive shape, trying to deny that space between the lines Cruzeiro were exploiting so effectively earlier on. It's certainly a patient approach from Cruzeiro. They're stretching the play wide, trying to isolate their fullbacks and create overloads on the flanks. They are indeed, John. Cruzeiro are patiently building from the back, probing for an opening, whilst America are holding a compact shape, attempting to deny space in the final third. You're right, John. They're happy to let America have the ball in deeper areas, confident their defensive shape will prevent any real danger coming through.
America are trying to build from the back, but Cruzeiro's press is just so compact, pinning them into those deep channels. Not an awful lot happening at the moment, is there? Just a lot of passing about in midfield. They're just passing it around at the back, aren't they? Looking for an opening that simply isn't there right now.
It's a patient build-up from Cruzeiro, trying to draw America Mineiro out of their defensive shape. They're looking to exploit those channels once they appear. Indeed, John. Notice how Cruzeiro's midfield are constantly shifting, creating pockets of space for their wingers to exploit, which is making it very difficult for America to maintain their defensive shape.
Not a lot of urgency from either side right now. Are they just feeling each other out?
Absolutely, John. Cruzeiro are maintaining possession well in the final third, trying to draw defenders out, but that central defensive pairing for America is proving incredibly resilient.
A bit of head tennis out there, isn't it? America trying to find a way, but Cruzeiro are just so organized.
It's It's interesting how America are pushing their wingbacks higher, but it leaves them a little exposed when Cruzeiro win it back quickly. They are, John. Cruzeiro are shrewdly keeping their shape, forcing America wide, and then closing down those passing lanes effectively. It's a patient approach from the home side.
They've got them pinned back now, haven't they? America are struggling to get out of their own half.
It's a classic case of Cruzeiro pressing high, forcing those turnovers, and then exploiting the space. You can see the midfield three are really compact and suffocating. They're certainly looking to overload that right flank, trying to exploit any gaps that might appear in the America defensive structure.
Just a little bit of head-scratching stuff here, Mike. America are passing it around, but it's all a bit sterile, isn't it?
They are, John. And it's their midfield positioning that's key, creating those little pockets of space for their wingers to exploit.
A bit of a lull in proceedings, isn't it, Mike? Cruzeiro just passing it around the back. Still no real breakthrough here, is there? America look a little lost trying to find their shape.
Cruzeiro are quite happy to let America have possession in those deep areas, knowing they can then spring forward quickly when the opportunity arises.
They're just probing, aren't they? Looking for that inch of space to unlock this America defense. Still a mountain to climb for them.
It's true, John. America Mineiro are showing real discipline in their defensive shape, forcing Cruzeiro wide. But you can see the intent. They're building from the back, hoping to find that incisive pass. They're finding it tough to break down that Cruzeiro midfield block, John. Their wingers are being kept quite narrow, limiting those overloads. Cruzeiro are happy to let America have the ball in those deep areas, looking to pounce on any loose pass to spring a counter. They are indeed, John. Notice how their defensive midfielders are constantly tracking runners, preventing any sort of penetrative pass from reaching the forwards. It's a smart approach, John. They're enjoying the Lions' share of possession in their own half, allowing America Monero to commit players forward, which could open up space for a killer pass. Indeed, John. You're seeing a lot of sideways passing from the away side as they try to unlock the Cruzeiro defense, but the shape of the home team is proving very difficult to penetrate at the moment.
Just a bit of keep ball from Cruzeiro now, aren't they? Patient build-up, looking for that opening.
They're struggling to build from the back, John. The pressing from Cruzeiro is just too intense, forcing them wider into rushed clearances.
Still a bit of head-scratching going on out there, Mike. You feel Cruzeiro have just settled into this one now?
They are, John. Cruzeiro are really enjoying their football, spreading it wide and using those fullbacks to stretch the play. America need to find some answers quickly.
Just looking to feel their way into this second half, aren't they? A bit of patient build-up from Cruzeiro.
They're really stretching America Monero, patiently probing for openings, looking to exploit the spaces left by their high press.
This has certainly slowed down a touch, hasn't it? America looking a little lost, trying to find an opening here.
They're trying to build through the flanks, John, but Cruzeiro's defensive shape is just so compact, forcing them wider and wider.
Not much happening at the moment, is it? Just feel like both teams are a bit hesitant to commit too much forward.
Well, John, Cruzeiro are enjoying a significant spell of possession, cleverly drawing America Mineiro out of shape and looking for those pockets of space.
America seem to be struggling to find any rhythm at all, John. They're just not getting numbers forward.
Cruzeiro are looking very comfortable, shifting the play from left to right, probing for any slight misalignment in the America defense.
Not a lot of zip to this game at the moment, is there? America Mineiro seem a bit lost for ideas in that final third. Just a bit of patient probing from Cruzeiro here, Mike, keeping the ball, looking for that killer pass.
They're certainly enjoying their spell of possession, John, and the midfield trio are creating excellent triangles, stretching America's defense wide.
Right, with Cruzeiro firmly in control here, it's all about managing the game now. America just can't seem to find that spark. They're just passing it around at the back, aren't they? Need to inject a bit of urgency here.
Cruzeiro are certainly managing this game well, keeping their shape. America are struggling to find any real penetration with those defensive lines so compact. They're trying to build from the back, John, but Cruzeiro's press is exceptionally well drilled and disciplined, forcing them into predictable areas. Indeed, John, they're struggling to commit numbers forward effectively, leaving them vulnerable to swift transitions whenever Cruzeiro win the ball back. You're right, John. Cruzeiro are very comfortable in possession, probing for openings, while America Mineiro are showing good discipline in their shape, trying to deny space. Indeed, John. They're recycling possession beautifully, keeping their width, and looking for that diagonal switch to unlock the Miners' rear guard.
They're just passing it around at the back now, aren't they? almost as if the job's done. Just ticking over now, aren't they? Cruzeiro seem happy to hold possession, almost playing keep ball with 75 on the clock.
They're struggling to find any rhythm through the middle, John. Cruzeiro's midfield triangle is really suffocating any forward momentum, keeping them penned in their own half. Indeed, John. Cruzeiro are really controlling the tempo, keeping their shape defensively, and looking for those clever transitions whenever an opportunity presents itself.
You know, Mike, they're just so comfortable on the ball, aren't they? Hardly breaking a sweat.
They are, John. You can see the midfield three are comfortably probing, looking for those little pockets of space behind the America midfield.
A bit of head tennis in midfield here. Neither side really establishing any real control. Just a touch of possession here from Cruzeiro. Aren't they looking comfortable, Mike? They've really stamped their authority on this second half.
Cruzeiro are quite comfortable with this tempo, retaining possession deep, inviting America forward just enough to exploit the spaces in transition if they're not careful. Cruzeiro seem content to hold their shape, drawing America Mineiro forward slightly, looking for that precise moment to spring the counter. America are struggling to find any kind of midfield press, leaving those gaps open for Cruzeiro to exploit. And they're just biding their time now.
Just a bit of head tennis in midfield now. Neither side really committing numbers forward. This has become a bit of a procession, hasn't it? Cruzeiro are just stroking it about with real confidence now. just trying to find a spark here, aren't they? The tempo's really dropped off a touch.
They've certainly established their midfield dominance, John, with Mariana and Duda really dictating the tempo and keeping America Mineiro on the back foot. Cruzeiro seemed content to manage this lead, really controlling the tempo and ensuring America Mineiro can't build any momentum. Absolutely, John. America Mineiro are struggling to establish any meaningful possession in the final third, and you can see the frustration creeping in as Cruzeiro's midfield continues to recycle the ball so effectively. They are, John. Cruzeiro have done the damage, and now it's about managing the final minutes, keeping their shape to avoid any late scares. Cruzeiro are certainly content to keep possession in these late stages, just probing for any slight shift in America's defensive shape before committing too many bodies forward.
Just a bit of patient probing from Cruzeiro now, stretching the America defense. They've got this game by the scruff of the neck, haven't they?
Indeed, John. They're looking to draw America out, creating space in behind perhaps, using those wider players to stretch the play. They're very organized in midfield, aren't they? Keeping their shape beautifully, which is making it very difficult for America to find any sort of rhythm in the final third. Yes, John. It's a testament to Cruzeiro's control here, really seeing out the game by keeping the ball in their shape and stretching the America defense without taking unnecessary risks.
Feels like they're just passing it around for the sake of it now. Can't see much changing before the final whistle. Well, with 3 goals up, Cruzeiro are just stroking it around, aren't they? Not much urgency from either side now. Just looking at how Cruzeiro are keeping possession now, almost a bit of a lull, isn't it?
They're certainly content to run down the clock, John, allowing America to chase shadows as they shift the play from flank to flank. You can see Cruzeiro are managing the game beautifully, keeping America Mineiro's wide players pinned back, preventing them from building any real momentum down the flanks.
You can sense it, can't you, Mike? The game's winding down, the result all but settled, but still that little bit of pride on the line for these players.
It's a testament to their concentration, John. They've maintained their shape impeccably, ensuring America Mineiro have no clear avenues to exploit even in these closing stages.
You know, Mike, they're just so compact in midfield now, America. No space for Cruzeiro to thread those little passes.
It's about their shape, John. Cruzeiro are so well drilled defensively, leaving very little space between the lines, which is suffocating any progressive play from America.
It's just a bit of keeping possession now, isn't it? Cruzeiro happy to run this clock down.
They have indeed, John. Notice how Cruzeiro's midfield shape has tightened, preventing any easy progression for America through the middle, forcing them wide where they've found very little joy. They've certainly managed the game brilliantly since that second goal went in, John. You see how they're keeping their shape, denying any sort of space for America to exploit. They've been so disciplined with their shape, haven't they? Keeping America Mineiro pinned back, limiting any real attacking avenues through intelligent pressing and good positional awareness.
Just ticking away now, isn't it? America just can't seem to find a way through that Cruzeiro midfield. Just a little bit of patient probing from Cruzeiro here, trying to pick a path through that America defense.
They've really dictated the tempo since that second goal, keeping shape and denying any real space in the final third, which has frustrated the visitors. Well, you see Cruzeiro holding on to possession quite nicely, just recycling it at the back, keeping their shape. They're not taking any risks whatsoever at this stage of the game.
A bit of head tennis in midfield now. Neither side really committing to breaking the lines as we head into these final moments.
They've certainly got America Mineiro chasing shadows, John. Their midfield positioning has been superb, keeping the width and cutting off any potential counterattacks effectively. Absolutely, John. America have been chasing shadows for much of the second half, struggling to regain that midfield shape they showed earlier.
Just a touch of possession here from Cruzeiro, keeping it nice and tight at the back as we tick into injury time. Not much risk being taken.
They've settled into a comfortable rhythm, John, patiently probing and keeping their shape defensively. America Mineiro have struggled to find any real penetration since the break.
Still nothing much happening out there, is it? Just a bit of passing about.
America are trying to force it wide, John, but Cruzeiro's shape defensively is just too compact, denying them any real space to cross effectively. Cruzeiro are quite happy to keep it in midfield, recycling possession, while America seem a little resigned to their fate, the defensive shape holding, but offering little going forward. They're certainly content to see this one out, John. America have been unable to find a consistent attacking rhythm all half. They have, John. America have struggled to find any sort of rhythm. Their midfield shape just hasn't allowed them to build any meaningful attacks. They have, John. America have struggled to find any real rhythm, particularly in that midfield battle where Cruzeiro's positioning has been absolutely spot on.
The final whistle blows, and it is all over! Cruzeiro W have absolutely battered America Mineiro W with a resounding 4-0 victory. You can feel the tension rising now, the final moments ticking away, the anticipation almost unbearable as these last seconds play out. Right then, Mike. A dominant performance from Cruzeiro, you have to say. America Mineiro just couldn't live with them today.
They did, John. Cruzeiro's midfield three were exceptionally well drilled, constantly shifting to deny space and creating those quick turnovers that really punished America's hesitant build-up play. Indeed, John. Cruzeiro's midfield really dictated the tempo throughout. Their positioning was excellent, constantly offering passing options.
A commanding performance from Cruzeiro today, Mike. America just couldn't get a foothold in that midfield, could they? That scoreline tells a real story, doesn't it, Mike? Cruzeiro just blew them away in that second half.
They certainly did, John. You saw how their midfield three constantly offered passing options, stretching America's defensive shape throughout the contest.
And we are underway here at the Estadio Olimpico. The first half has officially begun between Metropolitanos and Estudiantes de Merida. And a foul called there against Wilkin Ramirez. A tough challenge as we head towards the break. And that's the whistle! Quezada, a free kick conceded. Estudiants will be unhappy with that one. A smart tackle there from Montilla, deep in his own half. Oh, and that's a foul. Just as Metropolitanos were starting to get ahead of steam, they've lost possession here. . A corner for Estudiants! Right at the death here, a chance to go in ahead! He's won it! Ramirez digs in, absolutely determined. And it's a foul won by Angelo Pena for Estudiants de Merida, right on the flank there. A chance to deliver into the danger zone. Just a few moments left in this first half, Mike. Not a lot to shout about, is it?
A real shame for them. They looked like they had a promising break. Jose Antonio Montilla just a fraction ahead of the play. He's won his side a valuable free kick, offering Estudiants de Merida a much-needed breather to organize themselves. A needless one from Ramirez, really. Estudiants will be pleased to break up that attacking momentum and get a breather. A familiar story for them this half, struggling to break the lines, that attacking third passage of play just not quite clicking together. A smart piece of play from Ramirez there, shielding the ball expertly. Metropolitanos needed that to relieve the pressure.
Not exactly a festival of attacking football we've witnessed here, has it? Just a few tentative probes from both Metropolitanos and Estudiants.
Not yet, John. It's been a fascinating tactical battle, though, with Estudiants seemingly happy to let Metropolitanos have possession in deeper areas, looking to spring counterattacks through their quick wingers. Indeed, John. It feels like both sides are trying to feel each other out, meticulously controlling possession in the midfield without really committing numbers forward to test the opposition's defense.
Attempt missed. David Zalzman, Metropolitanos. Left-footed shot from outside the box is high and wide to the left. Attempt blocked. Javier Ortiz, Metropolitanos. Right-footed shot from the center of the box is blocked, assisted by Miku Fedor. Oh, agonizingly close for Metropolitanos! Javier Ortiz, from point-blank range, just steered that wide to the left. A real sitter missed. just a touch hesitant from both sides, aren't they? Could do with one of these midfielders taking a few more risks.
They're trying to find that space in behind the Metropolitanos midfield, but the defensive shape is holding firm for now. A real battle of patience.
It's still a bit of a cagey affair, isn't it? Both sides probing, but nobody really breaking the lines yet. You just sense that one of these teams is about to unlock something special. It feels like a moment waiting to happen out there.
And it's Yolfran Karakot again, winning his side another free kick deep in their own half. Metropolitanos looking to build some momentum from this defensive territory.
A chance to clear their lines, Mike. They need to try and get some rhythm going here.
And it's Simon Ramirez who digs in deep there, winning his side a free kick in their own territory. Metropolitanos will look to use this to reset and build.
Oh, a slight misstep there from Simon Ramirez. That's halted the Metropolitanos attack dead in its tracks. Oh, Quesada! A lovely turn, a lovely bit of footwork there on the left.
Metropolitanos have a real chance to test the Estudiants' defense here from this corner. They'll be looking to whip it in with pace and accuracy. A brave block there from the Estudiants' defense. They were caught a little square, but managed to recover and get a foot in.
Attempt blocked. Kevin Quijada, Estudiantes de Mérida, left-footed shot from the left side of the box is blocked, assisted by Romish Ivy.
You're right, John. Metropolitanos are trying to stretch Estudiants down the flanks, but their defensive shape has been incredibly solid, preventing any clear openings.
A lot of probing from Metropolitanos, but nothing really sticking in that final third. Is there, Mike? They're just being kept at bay.
He got up so well there. A fantastic leap, but just couldn't quite get the angle right on that header. They are, John. You can see the structure. They're patiently trying to draw Metropolitanos out of their shape, looking for that overload on the left flank. And the flag is up! Angelo Pena caught a fraction ahead of the Metropolitanos' defense there. A slight lapse in concentration from Estudiants.
Just a little bit of head tennis out there at the moment, isn't it? Neither side can really establish a foothold.
They're certainly looking to soak up pressure and hit on the counter, John. You can see the wingers holding their width, waiting for that moment to spring forward.
This has been a bit of a chess match, hasn't it? Very cagey out there.
A little bit of impatience there from Ramirez. He lunges in and gives away a cheap free kick in a dangerous area. Metropolitanos need to be careful here.
A foul given, and Metropolitanos will just breathe a sigh of relief. Estudiants looking to probe, but they've been stifled there.
And another change for Metropolitanos, here comes Jairith Navarro. He's going to take the place of Simon Ramirez. So they're looking to freshen things up in midfield as we approach the final 30 minutes of this encounter.
Nothing much happening out there, is there? Just a bit of passing back and forth.
You're right, John. Estudiantes are enjoying a decent spell of possession down the left flank, but Metropolitanos' defensive structure is stifling any real penetration, forcing them into predictable wide areas.
Oh, a foul there by Metropolitanos, and it's Angelo Peña who's won it! A chance for Estudiantes to breathe. Just a bit of head tennis in midfield at the moment, Mike. Neither side can really carve out that decisive pass.
They are indeed, John. Notice how their midfield three are almost forming a diagonal line, cutting off those central passing lanes effectively. Indeed, John. Metropolitanos are holding their shape beautifully, but Estudiantes are finding pockets of space out wide when they do commit a few forward.
And it's Kevin Quijada winning a crucial free kick for Estudiantes de Mérida right up in the attacking half. A chance to put the ball into the danger zone here.
Indeed, John. Estudiantes are sitting deep, happy to let Metropolitanos have the ball in their own half, but they're stifling any real penetration in the final third so far.
You feel like Estudiants are just waiting for Metropolitanos to make a mistake here, Mike. They've got men deep.
And there's a change for Metropolitanos FC, Agustin Bianciotto coming on to replace Javier Ortiz.
They need something, Mike. This game is crying out for a moment of magic. This midfield battle is getting intense, but neither side can find that killer pass just yet. Frustrating for everyone watching.
A needless foul there from Montero, giving away possession cheaply. Estudiants needed to be more disciplined in that wide area.
Oh, he'll be furious with himself. A silly challenge, that. Metropolitanos have a chance here. Minutes gone and still nothing to separate these two. Estudiants are trying to stretch it wide, but Metropolitanos are just squeezing them back.
Absolutely, John. Metropolitanos are looking to stretch Estudiants wide, but they're finding the space a little tight down the flanks at the moment. Well, that's a tackle that's been brewing all afternoon, and the referee has finally decided to reach for his pocket. A yellow card for Montero, a clear and obvious foul.
A bit of life being breathed into this Estudiant side, then. Lobo will be eager to make his mark. Still 0-0. This is a bit of a chess match out there, isn't it? Not much happening to lift the roof off this stadium just yet!
It's interesting, John. Metropolitanos are patiently probing, looking for that opening through the middle, while Estudiants are holding a very compact shape, forcing them wide. What a save that was! The goalkeeper read it perfectly, positioning himself well to deny what looked like a certain goal.
You know, Mike, you just feel like the first goal in this is going to be absolutely massive. Whoever gets it.
Well, Yolfran Karakote, he's outstretched that arm. The referee has a clear line of sight and has judged it to be a deliberate handball. That's going to be a huge moment in this game. They are indeed, John. Metropolitanos are really controlling the midfield shape, denying Estudiantes those quick transitions they crave. What a strike! He's absolutely smashed that one. Pure power and precision finding the net. This is a massive moment in the game for Metropolitanos.
Just a bit of a lull here, isn't it? Estudiants are probing, but Metropolitanos are holding firm.
They're certainly trying to build from the back, but Metropolitanos FC are just so well-drilled defensively, closing down the passing lanes effectively. They are, John, and you can see the structure they're building. The midfielders are constantly rotating, looking for those pockets of space to exploit.
You can feel the tension building here, Mike. Just that one goal separating these two.
It's fascinating how Estudiants are patiently working the ball wide looking for that opening, but Metropolitanos' midfield is incredibly well-drilled, cutting off those passing lanes effectively.
Feels like both these sides are just feeling each other out, Mike. Not a lot of cutting edge from either team right now. Oh, what a foul! Bianciato, the hero, digging in deep. Penalty! A penalty for Metropolitanos! Oh, the drama unfolding here. Oh, a little bit of needle there! Caicedo with a late challenge. Frustration boiling over for Estudiants.
You're right, John. Metropolitanos are patient, looking for that moment to spring, while Estudiants are holding a compact shape, denying space in behind.
Goal! Mickey Fedor! He sends the keeper the wrong way, bottom left corner.
That's a clever bit of play from Bianciato, drawing the foul. Metropolitanos will fancy their chances from this position. You can see the desperation setting in for Merida now, John. They're running out of time, and possession is starting to become a real issue for them.
And the referee has reached into his pocket, a yellow card for Luis Caicedo. That's a mistimed challenge there from the Estudiants midfielder. You can feel that energy. The stadium is still buzzing from that last chance.
It's a clever bit of play from Ramirez there, a much-needed breather for Estudiants after Metropolitanos' relentless pressure. He's bought them a moment to reset. Indeed, John. They're deliberately allowing Estudiants possession in their own half, trying to draw them out and then exploit the space that opens up. It's a classic counter-attacking setup that served them so well this evening.
Just a bit of head tennis in midfield now, Mike. Estudiants trying to force it, but Metropolitanos are holding firm. Desperate times for Estudiants. They need a spark, and Montes will be hoping he can provide it. Getting a little bit of a stalemate out there now, isn't it? Estudiants looking for a way through. They need a miracle, Mike! Time is slipping away, and Metropolitanos are seeing this through with such composure. This is the sign of a team that knows how to win.
They are, John. Metropolitanos are so compact. You see the midfield screening those passes effectively. It's stifling any real momentum they might try to build. They're certainly organized, John. You can see the midfield marshals are disciplined, cutting off passing lanes and forcing Estudiants wide.
Yes, Miku Fedor. He's given his all today, absolutely drenched in sweat. Acosta, a bit of pace. Can he make a difference in these final few minutes? Feels like Estudiants are just trying to see this one out now, John. Not much urgency to get back into it.
They're holding their shape defensively, but they're struggling to build any meaningful attacks forward. Metropolitanos are comfortable, letting them have it in their own half.
Still pushing, but Metropolitanos are just so organized now, aren't they? They've really shut the door. Oh, Montero! What are you doing there, son? Absolutely needless! Oh, a late challenge there! Andres Montero down, and that's a foul. Metropolitanos have a free kick, and it's in a really dangerous spot. Oh, he's got him! A foul there, and Metropolitanos have won a free kick.
That's a costly mistake from Montero at this stage of the game. He's left his side so vulnerable with that tackle, and now they have to defend this set piece.
Feels like we're just passing it around now. The sting's gone out of this one, hasn't it? Just seeing the clock tick down here, Mike. Metropolitanos have really soaked up everything Estudiants have thrown at them in this second half, haven't they?
They have, John. You can see the shape they've held. A really compact midfield that stifled any creativity from deep, forcing Estudiants out wide more often than not. It's understandable, John. Metropolitanos have done their work, and Estudiants are struggling to find any real penetration with their passing triangles today.
just a little bit of possession now for Estudiants, but Metropolitanos are sitting so deep, aren't they? Right, Mike. Can you believe it? The final whistle is mere moments away, and Estudiants just can't seem to find a way through this resolute Metropolitanos defense. Corner for Estudiants de Merida. Acosta caught napping. A golden opportunity now.
They are, John, but Metropolitanos are so well drilled in these closing stages, keeping their shape beautifully and denying any space in behind. They've defended stoutly, John. You can see the shape they've held, denying space in behind, forcing the visitors wide where crosses have been easily dealt with.
Oh, a foul there! Angel Flores brings him down. A late challenge, that! Isaac Ramirez, Metropolitanos, wins a free kick in the defensive half. Just winding down now, aren't they? Estudiants seem to have accepted their fate here. No real urgency to push things.
Well, it's a chance for Estudiants to slow the game down, regroup, and try to find a way back into this. They desperately need to build some momentum.
Ah! ここで長沼選手、ファウルを取られてしまいました。裏は痛いところです。フルベッディも右足で狙った。しかし、ここでブロック。 中盤から前線浦和レッズ小森修選手がボールを奪い切った。フリーキック獲得です。ここでファウル。小森選手イエローカード。痛い。さあ前半キックオフです。試合が始まりました。大森、これは一体イエローカード。厳しい判定だ。
ここで浦和レッズサミュエル・グスタフソンが自陣でフリーキックを獲得しました。守備からの立て直しを図ります。
しかし西川が渾身のセーブ。まだ同点に追いつける。希望は消えていない。長沼ヘディングは惜しくもクロスバーに阻まれた。しかしこの流れ、希望はまだある。ここでファウル。ミトホーリーホック。ファーッタ選手に笛が鳴りました。早川選手、外から狙ったシュートはブロックされました。渡辺選手のアシストでチャンスを作りましたが、ここでディフェンスに阻まれます。さあ、この攻撃の局面で佐々木選手がボールを奪い返しました。攻撃権はミトホーリーホックへ。 マテウス・レイディア。彼の投入で流れを変えられるか期待しましょう。
さあ、後半のキックオフです。前半は浦和レッズが1点をリードしましたが、水戸ホーリーホックとしてはこの後半でどう戦い方を変えてくるのか非常に注目ですね。安井選手、ここでボールを奪い返しました。最終ラインで貴重なファウルを獲得。浦和レッズ、守備を立て直します。山崎選手、ここでファウルを取られてしまいました。前半終了間際、痛いプレーとなりましたね。
マテウス・サビオ、左サイドでフリーキック獲得。これはチャンスだ。マテウス・サビオ、左サイドでフリーキック。前半終了間際、これはチャンス。
貴重なフリーキックのチャンスですね。ここで決められるか。浦和の攻撃陣に注目しましょう。 さあ、ここで佐々木選手にイエローカード。ファールは悪質と判断されました。これは痛いですね。後半に向けてチームに影響が出るかもしれません。
これは一体どうなる？荒れますよ、この試合。
さあ、ここで水戸ホーリーホック選手交代です。山崎選手に代わって大崎選手が入ります。攻撃のカードを切ってきましたね。さあ、ここで浦和レッズ選手交代です。マテウス・サビオ選手に代わって中島翔和選手が入ります。これは大きな勝負手となるか、戦術的な変更でしょ
う。中島翔哉、ここで投入ですか？期待の若手がピッチに飛び出します。カンコだ。こ これというか流れを変えるぞ。
さあ、このコーナーキックは試合の流れを変えるチャンスになるかもしれませんね。長沼選手の左足惜しかったです。相手 DF の体を張ったブロックがなければゴールに吸い込まれていたかもしれません。
惜しい。でもあそこからでも打っていく。水戸の攻撃いい形になってきましたよ。
早川選手、ペナルティエリアの外から狙いましたが、決定的な場面でしたね。相手の守備陣が体を張ってブロックしました。
惜しい惜しい。ダニーロ・ボゼ、右サイドから切れ込んでのシュート。これは決まったかと思いましたが、西川が見せたスーパーセーブ。
大崎選手、惜しかったです。しかし、浦和レッズはここからチャンスを作れるか注目しましょう。
さあ、山本優斗、フリーキック獲得。これはチャンスですよ。
ここでミドホーリーホック山本優斗選手がディフェンシブハーフでファウルを獲得しました。これで試合の流れを少しでも変えたいところです。
そうですね、みぞっち。このセットプレー、チャンスになりますよ。攻めたい、攻めたい、ミッド。
素晴らしいカウンターアタックでしたね。相手のプレスティをうまく剥がし、一気にゴール前まで運んで、最後は冷静に流し込みました。